like to talk about running the student delight cycle. And what that means is that we help colleges and universities around the world both recruit students and run their admissions office, run the admissions process, and then ultimately engage those students when they're on campuses. Our software sits on top of the Salesforce platform. And so we have a really robust enterprise CRM that kind of powers everything that we do. And so one way to think about it is we are the recruitment and admissions software that powers Salesforce on college campuses around the world. I mean, we started out as just an email platform, and so the founders of the company, they both came from higher education as well and felt like the old school way, which in some cases is still the current way of sending out view books and printed materials to communicate with students, needed to be disrupted. And so they launched TargetX in 1998. And we have been, going strong ever since in higher ed and evolved from just an email platform. And obviously email is still a huge part of our solution, given that that's where we came from. But today, as I said, we expand much further beyond that and help people manage lists that they buy, manage their inquiry pages, market to them, whether it be through email, whether it be through print, whether it be through SMS, and then go down that enrollment funnel with their application, an application review tool, and then even a yield tool to help students engage with each other that are admitted, that would be in the same class before they ever step foot on campus, to try to start to build that sense of community digitally. So it's evolved considerably since it started, but always been in higher ed. So one of the things that has been evolving in the space that I've witnessed firsthand is a shifting of priorities, and it's a pretty slow one, from getting people in the door to getting people out the door. And what I mean by that is the recruitment and enrollment of students has always been at the forefront of what most people think about. And that has in some ways been a disservice to the outcomes that those students experience, because as we talked about earlier, the national average of students actually finishing the degrees that they start is in the 60 percentage points, which is, I think, pretty bad. And so one of the things that I've observed, and one of the things that we're really trying to push, is for people to start thinking a little bit more holistically and not just think about getting that class filled, which is what kind of the old way of thinking about things, but thinking about getting the right fit of student in the right program at the right time, so that they're not just successful in convincing them that this is the right place for you to be, but that they're successful in engaging the student once they get to campus. So part of that is getting the right systems in place. And I mean systems in the most general sense. It's not just about software, but it's about getting people systems in place. And so one of the cool things that started happening, 10 or 15 years ago, was this notion of one-stop shop. And in the commercial world, we can see that right now with some of these banks that are trying to now convince us you should come have a cup of coffee at their cafe bank. That is in many ways kind of a one-stop shop for banking, right? You can come there, get your checking account, get your mortgage done, get your investments done, and have a cup of coffee. That same idea is something that began on campuses 10, 15 years ago in saying we need to have a central place where people can come to help them be students, which means how to enroll, how to get your financial aid, transcripts if you need them, advisors if you need them. Yes, software can help manage an office like that, but really there needs to be a commitment on campus to create that environment for them. And so the way that you can extend the thought of how students can be successful, not just successfully sold to show up, but be successful to get on campus, requires a paradigm shift on campus to say, we're going to think more holistically and get offices that may not traditionally work together. It's not just about getting those people in a room together, talking about how they can work more effectively together, but then having the campus support those ideas and initiatives with software behind the scenes to help them communicate more effectively with students.
Thank you for tuning into the Education Marketing Insider by Grow Enrollments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay updated. Stay tuned.